Tank top screaming lotto. I don't fit you. All right, chat. Which is harder, a 9 to 5, or streaming? Now, me personally, I got streaming, bro. Like niggas don't know what it take. Really gotta sit here and like entertain for like hours on end, bro. Like it's ruthless, man. Now that job shit, yeah, I guess it could be hard. Like, but let's face it though, none of you niggas are brain surgeons or something. Like, so we're gonna get into this video.
Disrespect your mom like that, dude.
Right now.
You're gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder? That is so rude.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen,
Maybe you gotta do
Your
this like
job
your
is
mother.
to-
You would have to go to work.
Went to school.
And paid rent.
Yes, I still work.
Had that big Tom Mercer reaction. Hell no. What is going on here? Now, I don't make fun of other people's appearance, but this nigga look like a koala, bro. God damn. I mean, at least all his shit the same color. Like, it was really just his shit. Like, why is your beard white? His mustache is black. Like, he dyes his mustache and his eyebrows. Like, does that look good to him? Maybe it look good to his wife. I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. We're going to get back to this video. This nigga in the back hating. And that's how I look everywhere I go, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That's how I look, bro. Like, I'll just be in the back like these niggas.
I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
Jason said he doesn't enjoy streaming anymore. I'll take your fucking job. Like, bro, fuck up. Oh Lord, this nigga is. Oh shit, he dabbed on like these. Nigga dabbed you like these. That might be a real G though.
Streaming and social media creation is
You
harder.
gotta get rid of
than a 9
these
to 5.
tats, man. That's just not it.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
Why do you say that?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the motherfucking bullshit job.
This nigga might put
slave
hands
for
on you.
pennies.
That's a fact.
The thing is, you're right. You get up every day, you go through the motions. You don't have to get a good night's sleep. You don't have to be focused. You don't have to be locked in. You wake up, you go.
You don't gotta be focused. You don't gotta be locked in.
Sign a few envelopes.
That
answer
nigga is
phone
tripping,
calls.
bro.
With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game 24.
You gotta be there. You gotta be in the moment like these. Like, I'm really talking to a fucking camera. Like, I'm insane.
It's like a switch
No,
that
when
never
you're a
turns
mail
off.
carrier, I'm a mail carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I get treated like shit every motherfucking day.
Ooh.
We
I'm
have to
still
deal with
slaving
thousands,
every day.
tens of thousands of people.
Bullshit.
Talk to him.
taking every little thing we do,
Every little
decision we
thing.
make, every thought
You
we
guys
have.
got it made, man. I wish I had
We
it made
don't-
like y'all.
We don't have
I
to go
wish.
sign a few envelopes and put them in a mailbox.
Man,
We
you
have
got
to
it
be,
gravy,
What's
bro.
the next trend?
Because-
What's the next
Nigga
video?
said you got it
Oh my
gravy.
God, I have to stream
But,
today.
that
I got
nigga.
dogs that want to bite my ass
And
every
you have lunch
day.
breaks.
Talk to him, huh?
We don't have breaks. We're on
Don't worry
24/7.
about that. You worry about a dog catching your ass.
High energy,
I
24/7.
wish I could be at home like you and get back and get paid
I don't
big
even.
money.
We're not even at home. We're walking around.
Man,
We're walking
I
around
wanna
doing
do
things,
all of
going
that
to
because
parties, doing
the
all this
shit
stuff.
I gotta
Going to parties and
I
shit,
ain't
bro.
got
This
$100,000
shit
I
tough.
gotta work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this? You're guaranteed to get paid. You have a
No, I'm not.
steady rate.
If I don't work, I don't get paid. It's simple as that.
Yeah, but you have a guaranteed pay.
Guaranteed pay if you
No,
work.
I
That's
don't.
your decision if you don't want
I
to work.
gotta work at the job for
If
years.
I don't go live, I don't
Just
get
Oh
paid
my
either.
God.
You don't gotta
You nigga Jason sitting like me, man.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
confused.
not. People in the chat spamming
Okay.
L's. Oh, this is
That nigga said people in the chest spamming L's,
you
bro.
have to be high energy.
Nah, these
oh,
niggas
hey guys,
funny,
how's
bro.
it going? You guys like this stream?
That's me 24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. F that. F this 9 to 5 shit.
Hey, fuck it, put
If
them on.
streaming is so easy, how
Get
come
Uncle
every single
Stream.
person in this seat is not a streamer?
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their
That's a
fault.
fact.
I get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what? I get called fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat,
Well,
whatever.
That's your homeboys, though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's a
Yeah.
homeboy.
Yeah, and you right, homeboy. You right. But check this out. My nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go out there and get that bag.
I think she's
Get
got
that
something she
back,
wants
son.
to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing a flag.
Unfortunately, these flags are actually useless.
Hold on, chat, I'm
We
sorry, I'm
decided
trying to order some
use
DoorDash.
a timer instead because we suck at explaining things.
Hey, face and he has to
You
say
raise
that,
your
bro. We
flag,
already
is
know
there
him.
a reason you did
Yeah,
that?
because I was actually a cook for 15 years. So that means for 15 years I had
Nobody
to get up.
asked Patty LaBelle. Like, fuck out of here. No, I'm so sorry. I'm
Practice.
literally joking. I swear to God. That is actually crazy. I gotta cut that out. Why the fuck did I say that?
every day,
I'm gonna
get
canceled.
dressed, go to
I
work.
deserve
And
it.
I had to deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
Ah.
Deal with children every day.
We
too.
deal with tens of thousands of children and adults.
The Lacey Thugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey
The
Thugs
Lacey
are?
I
Thugs.
can't go out in
Thugs.
public without 10 kids coming up and asking for a picture. Do you know how hard that is?
Nigga
Isn't that
famous.
special?
difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever.
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's gonna last forever. Having a job, being
That's
a
why
cook.
he got
Nigga,
it.
you
you
a
have that
fucking
security of,
millionaire, bro.
oh,
This
I
nigga
have
made
a
$1
job,
million off
I have
one
a degree,
stream,
I
bro.
have this.
I
I don't
saw
know.
that shit.
This
I
could
don't
end for
even
me
watch
tomorrow.
this.
Hypothetically, if you said, if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers.
That motherfucker in the
what-
back, yo, this nigga, his face ain't changed in once, gang. Nigga sitting back there like, damn. That boy finna hop in the chair, start analyzing some shit, bro.
I know what he'll do.
Telling you, that nigga
Get out.
dangerous.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would
Job.
you do if you lost completely all your YouTubers? You had nothing. No one watched you anymore. I didn't even watch you anymore. What would you have to do?
Was that his
You would
grandma?
have to actually have to go to work.
Don't be saying shit like that.
Oh my God! Did I just cuss?
What the fuck?
Spyaitsk just followed.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He got a man! Yes! Yeah! Let's fucking go! Hey man, if your name starts with a J, this is for you. Nah, I'm playing. Let me send my no. Nah, but for real though, man, appreciate the follow. I don't know how to read, so yeah.
Saying you?
That's a slur. If I did lose all my followers, I would probably buy a couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay,
Buy a
so then
couple
you would
of
have
houses.
to actually
Like,
go to
these niggas
work.
is dead
You would actually
ridiculous.
have to go to the office.
I
No,
would
he
think
wouldn't,
that would
nigga.
be a
His
much
money
easier
making him
job
money
to
at that
treat.
point.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
But
and
no,
stuff.
he lost.
Let's really talk about it. Niggas get so much money, they just start throwing shit on, man. I ain't got no money, so I don't understand wearing shit like this. But like he bought shoes. Like I'm telling you, he bought these shoes. Like when they looked dirty, like these shoes literally look dirty. Like, I'm not saying like, feel me? That's not swag, I guess. But hey, that shit not it. Jerry Woo's kind of clean. And Ron just be. It look like a middle schooler fit, gang. Like I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, nah, that nigga look crazy.
Everybody. He
cannot tell that
lost
nigga
everybody.
makes
He
money.
has no followers whatsoever.
you're-
He would
you're-
have to turn
yeah, but
around.
you're proving my point.
You would
Chat,
have
what
to
should I
turn
get to
around.
eat?
You're proving my point on why this.
I don't
is
know
hard,
what to
because
do. Please tell me. I haven't
could
eaten in a
lose
few
all
days
your
because I don't have a
viewers.
chat
You-
yet.
if
So
you-
like
if-
I'll
let's
keep
say you're
asking
a
y'all.
cook,
You're
right?
not
Let's say
saying
you're a
nothing.
fighter. You have
I haven't ate.
hundreds of people lined up. You can go cook over here, cook over there.
You
Make
could be a
food here.
private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I
You
don't
could
have
be a
that
private
security.
chef.
I was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still cook.
You still cook. You go cook for another school.
I think I saw a flag.
Yeah,
right
why-
there.
Flags. I see red flags.
I'm gonna have to backlit. Yo, Lacey, it's the truth.
I think something you guys aren't taking into account. Say we get a brand deal, I gotta post on an Instagram story. I gotta go find the 4 local cans. I gotta make sure, I gotta make sure I
You
get the
niggas
4
is
local
ass
cans.
stupid,
Not to
bro.
mention,
You have to do work. That's the way it has to do work.
it
You
ruins
gotta
our
work,
Twitter
bro.
impressions too.
I gotta tag
That's
them.
real.
Then that goes into falling off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse from the South.
Nice to meet
From
you.
What's good, Rhonda? Rhonda could be my family, bro.
35 years ago, I decided to go to
Patty
nursing
Mae
school
Spears.
because I wanted to be a creative. I thought I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism back in the
Oh,
60s
man.
and the
Come
50s.
on.
People didn't give a rat's ass if you created something.
Damn, I ain't gonna- how you gonna
What's
say-
your business? So
Let
yes,
somebody put Silky in the
a
chair, bro.
9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda,
You get
Rhonda, can I
spoiled.
ask you a question?
Nope.
Have you ever
You
done it?
get spoiled. You get spoiled at your mama and
Rhonda,
daddy keep
Rhonda,
giving
we all
it to you.
struggle growing up.
Because
Dad,
I
I
did.
got a question for
Man,
you.
you
I
from
got-
Arlington,
Rhonda.
Texas. What the fuck is he talking about? We all struggled growing up, man. Shut your ass up. Slap the tattoos off this nigga, bruh. This a bad freeze frame for this nigga, bro. Let me.
Have you ever done a subathon?
What's a subathon?
30
deadass.
days straight.
Oh my
24
god,
hours
bro.
a day.
Day and night. No break.
Niggas
We
be making money while they sleep, bro.
all stream.
Okay.
That ain't even healthy.
You're talking about working 7 to 3. You have 2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get to go home afterwards, see your family, relax. We were on camera 30
Nigga
days
said a
straight.
30-minute
personal-
break.
You know how
Okay,
hard
when
it is
you're a registered
to
nurse.
have.
When did you get a break? You clean boo boo.
When have you ran a 3-minute ad?
You
When have you
clean
ever
up
ran? You
vomit,
never ran a
you
3-minute ad.
pass trays. You short-handed. You
Talk
don't-
about the
I would
fake
love-
relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
Now keep.
It's fake
Think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
It's
every
social
little
media,
person.
bro.
We call them
Like none of
parasocials.
these niggas.
They judge your relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and
I
judging
got
you
caught with
based
my
on it.
ex.
I got
in
caught with
public.
my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile for it.
But mental health. Mental health.
What?
When you-
But that has nothing to do with the internet, bro. You just a weird dude. Nigga, what? He said he got caught with his ex and got treated like a pedophile.
Stop caring about
Probably
what
your
people think
buddy.
and what they say about you. Do you? Do you? And
I'm
that's,
so
that's a
sorry,
big
I'm telling y'all,
problem with
bro,
younger people.
like,
You
it was
care
somebody
about
just-
what people think. Social media, what
No,
they
I'm
say
trying
about
to-
you.
That's
Order
our
my
That's
DoorDash.
our job.
You said you're a nurse, right?
35 years.
What do you think's harder?
35.
24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, the doctor, et cetera, or a 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Stream, for sure.
Short-handed.
He's like
We're saving
delusional.
thousands, you're saving one.
That's fucking crazy. Yo, he actually can't say that. Are you people out there watching? Yes. Streaming is harder than a 9 to 5. You don't know what it takes to edit a video. The countless days in and out. You don't know.
All right, so you said 30-day subathon, right?
Yep.
My argument is that none of you guys
This
actually
nigga's
did
actually
any of
young.
the work during that, and it was all your filmers,
Is
your
he part of the
editors,
face team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because
They didn't
here's
do
the thing.
anything.
That's
Nah,
bad
this
takes.
nigga-
That's bad takes. That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
They wouldn't have any work if it wasn't for us, though.
I would even go as far to say as every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors
Nigga, what?
from these companies that have 9 to 5s, right? These companies, hold on.
Nah,
These
Lacey
companies
be
are not
literally just
viable
gonna say
without
anything,
influencers
bro.
to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time for a
Why
year.
is she laughing? Bro, nah, she making me mad.
Why is she
I actually
laughing at
feel
that
like they're
nigga,
wrong.
bro? Man, you can't knock nobody else's hustle, bro.
Hi, I'm Chris.
All right, Chris.
Why do you think a 9-to-5 job is not harder than what you do?
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
And that makes it harder?
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you
Makes
guys.
it easier
Yeah.
because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%. You have
Makes
security.
it, makes it easier for 9-to-5 people.
Oh, I'm
to
sorry,
have
chat. Hold
a
on. I
job
told you I'm
because
trying to
they're
order some
paid
DoorDash.
Yeah,
man.
when you
That's why I
go
had
to
let it
work every
rock.
day,
So
everyone's
you're
like,
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you...
well, let's just say that comes to perspective. If you say someone who works food, if you someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9 to 5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed and you don't need any crazy knowledge. You don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things like a 9 to 5. If you wanted to go
The
work at
hell?
Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker.
Niggas is
apply,
laughing at that.
and then next thing you know, I'm selling shoes for pay every single hour.
So according to you, a job is
I'm an underwater ceramic technician. Yeah.
easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay. That's
Ooh.
one
A 9 to
aspect of it.
Working
right?
at
Yeah.
Foot Locker,
Okay.
working at a job like Panera,
Look, bro.
or whatever
Look at
Lacey's,
this. Look at this
is
dude hair,
easier
bro.
than
Like,
a streamer, yes, because
I
a streamer
might
can
know
come out
something,
with
though, bro.
Ideas. You have to stay relevant. There
Oh,
was
we're talking about ideas now. Okay,
yeah.
we're-
Let me show y'all what he looked like, bro. Nigga like Forrest Gump when he was running, bro. What the fuck? Alright, my fault. Let me get back to that job.
We're talking about pay.
Okay, so
white.
what do you want to
That's
start
one
with
way
though?
that
But it
it's
doesn't make.
Oh,
But you're
man.
not even.
Started with
You're not
pay.
even. You keep switching it. So why
Oh,
don't
I'm
you
not
answer
Oh, you
my
gotta
question?
beat
No,
up.
you 100% are.
Yeah.
So how is it harder if you're guaranteed to pay? I worked for 4 years of streaming. I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing. It's like
He said that shit like he wasn't like a kid. Like, nah, he wasn't even streaming at first, right? I thought that nigga was playing Fortnite, bro.
Stuff
It's
that you need
difficult.
creativity. You need to
Okay.
get out of your circle, comfort
Sure.
zone.
Yeah.
You need to be able to
What's he talking about?
actually make people believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch
so
YouTube.
much YouTube.
So it's the same thing. So the
Absolutely.
people that you're
Yeah.
entertained by
Watching
are
on
people
YouTube,
like
I'm
us, just
curious,
for a different
bro.
audience.
I'm actually
That's
curious
true.
to see
But you're
what niggas
talking
be,
about
like,
entertainment as
watching
a
on
job.
YouTube,
We could
bro.
talk about entertainment.
This is
as a
entertainment,
job.
but this
yeah,
is entertainment.
entertainment
But
as
my
a
question
job
to you
doesn't have
is
any
why
guarantee.
could you truthfully think that
Yeah.
or something like that? I'm just using that because that's the example.
Yeah.
Is harder than a streamer
It
Oh.
depends on what you are saying the word hard means to you. Because
in the
there's
sense of
hard
everyday
physically,
activity. Because
there's
some
hard-
people
hard,
around here
like
said, "Oh, I got to
hard.
wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m." Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we have to do the same thing.
Sure.
Some people do that.
And you deal with yourself.
No, we deal with
You-
millions
when
of
you're
people.
creating that content and you have your phone,
Okay.
you're dealing with you and yourself in that phone.
Okay, so what happens?
You're not dealing with
Not true.
coworkers and you're not
That's not
dealing
true at
with-
all. I have an
Okay.
editor that I pay who relies on me. If I stop doing
Which
any
is
type
later.
of content, he loses
So when
a job.
you go to your job, when you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's say, who's above you? Your boss, right? What happens if he just takes the business and he says, "Oh, we're not doing it anymore"? You lose your job.
If the work is picking up a phone or turning on a camera as opposed to
Hey, hold on, this
going
actually
in
getting
with a bunch
phi-
of
philosophical.
people and
I'm
having
sorry, I got locked
multitask
in for a second.
Tasks you have to do throughout
Oh
your
my God, we
job,
got a new viewer.
deal with your
Tasks you gotta do
coworkers
throughout
and
the stream.
interpersonal
Type in
things.
chat what I should
Tell
eat,
me how
man.
much you do of that stuff while
Ain't
you're
gonna just
actually
tragic.
doing your job for however many number
Okay,
of hours that
perfectly.
you are talking and typing and shitting and eating and all that stuff
Hey,
that
go
everybody's watching you do.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what's
No,
Paul
but
talking
there's
about?
actually a mental aspect.
I understand that,
Camaraderie.
yeah.
No. Let me
Yeah.
Type B.
Go ahead.
camaraderie. Like you have like a group of people, like
Hell is a
friendships,
camaraderie.
relationships, which is the most
Sure.
important thing in life. So do you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that?
Sorry, bye.
See you later.
Hey, that nigga ain't give a fuck.
What's your name?
So I'm Angelina, and I work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right. She's right. She's right. I'm not gonna lie. She's right.
Nah, that's crazy.
All right, so you guys
Niggas
were talking
dead
about the
ridiculous,
mental
bro.
aspect, and I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to
Bro, I cannot tell how old this girl is, man. Is that bad? I gotta stop
6,
spamming and boom.
but I still have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come
Damn,
home.
auntie.
I'm
Never
too
mind.
tired to cook. Fortunately,
No
I have a
comment on
beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home. But if I didn't, I would have to cook for myself and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job.
gotta stay at home,
You guys
bro.
talk about how it's hard because there's a mental aspect, and I
That
understand.
nigga look crazy. I'm sorry. I gotta show who he look like too, bro. Cloudy. Ooh, fuck. Yeah, he kind of look like this nigga, bro. Bro, what the fuck? Why they pull up this shit? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Call him on phone, pussy. Ever hit my line ever again, nigga. Simple. Yeah, nah, he kind of look like this nigga though, bro. My God. I'm sorry. I'm once again done. Nah, I don't even feel bad for making fun of that
As
nigga.
someone who's
That
been on
nigga-
social
what he
media a
doing
lot,
to- what he did to his
that you
self-
get
How long have you been on
berated.
social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I gained like 10,000 followers off the bat, and I was very young, and I started working with different brands.
Okay.
I totally understand the mental aspect. It's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be
Been at
content.
the start of social media, the Dawn. She said social media. She talking about Gossip Girl. I'm gonna hold you. She's looking a little. What's the word? Old.
That can be your job, and you actually get to
I'm just
relax and travel the world and have other
So,
opportunities.
you're just saying a lot.
Yo, that nigga in the back look like the nigga from Smallville. Yo, I gotta start talking about how people look. But that nigga kind of look like that nigga, bro.
And you
I'm
actually
not
get
gonna
to
pull up a
relax
picture
and
this time.
travel the world
But he
and have
kind of
other
look like that
opportunities.
nigga,
You're
bro.
saying
I ain't gonna hold you.
Relaxation.
Just so I can answer a couple. So you were saying like
what do you-
to go back to the beginning. You were saying
he
like, you
was
can manage, like, your
also
time
on
with,
what's
like,
that shit?
relationship. Was
He was
that
on
right? Like,
Lucifer.
you have your girlfriend when you go home. Like,
I fortunately have a support
Bro.
system, but I every day like ask myself how I would
so
have
I'll
been
give you
able
a
to do it
perfect
without.
example. So you said
Bro,
14 you started.
I kinda
I
want a
started at 16.
burger,
For
chat.
about 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and then all of a sudden it went down. Right? I lost everything, fell off completely.
gonna lie, I ain't
Gotta
gonna lie.
kill myself. Real story.
Yo, Ron is a strange guy, man. No kizzy. Like, I personally have never, feel me, sat and watched one of his streams. Actually, I've never sat and watched a stream in general. But it's different with me though. I could watch my own streams, man. I'm a cool guy.
Story. There's a real story.
Very
It's just a joke.
interactive.
Why you smiling?
Pretty sexy too.
We've all been there. Every 9 to 5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a support system. I moved across the country from my parents at the age of
think you just
19.
sensitive.
Lived alone in an apartment. Was paying a certain amount of money
Lived
every single
alone in an
month, and I
apartment.
was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my like. I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making
It was
more than my
serious.
rent.
Yeah.
So I was
You were in
losing.
the red.
Man, everybody done that shit, bruh. Motherfuckers doing that shit with kids, like, it's bad, bro. Like,
I was in the red every single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so alone
whammy.
across the country. So it's like when you're alone too, and everything's going down. Where's my support system? Man?
I don't like why she laughing, bro.
So I have a question. You
Why
said
she
that
laughing,
for the
bro?
first 5 years you started
That nigga
streaming,
back
you
there
had no
upset,
income.
bro.
How are you able to survive?
Hold on, chat.
My mom was 16.
So that,
Nigga.
that to a certain extent is
Bro, this
privilege.
nigga's
That's
ridiculous.
privilege.
It
not
is.
privilege.
But my mom. How's that privilege? Before you
It's
go there?
privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
Well, at 15,
16?
16, I would hope I have parents that would.
Damn.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to
What is
take
that?
9
That's
to
a whole
5.
different.
That is cap.
So a lot of people don't have house.
Nigga, at 15, y'all parents putting y'all out? Oh, fuck, that did happen to me. Well, I had somewhere else to go, so that shit don't really count.
Houses.
A lot of
when they
people
working
don't
9 to
have
5s?
families that support them.
Yeah,
or
y'all get
accept
the
them.
Lord
That's a
one
different
day.
Conversation. What does that do with the 9 to 5?
Because
One
they still
day,
need
y'all
to
niggas will get the
survive. So
Lord.
the fact that you were given
So
the
how did you move to LA?
opportunity- I moved across the country as well with my mom when I was 15 years old.
Do you not think that's privileged?
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared a trundle bed, so.
Okay, well, I was reselling shoes to afford my mom's mortgage and everything.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family out in times where I was able to, but I also had to have my family support me in order for me to have certain
Bro, put that flag
opportunities to
down,
make
nigga.
money
You
in the
keep
first
flagging.
place. So if
I'm
you
gonna shove it
didn't
up
have
that
content
nigga
creation,
ass
what
in the
would you
back,
do?
bro. Who is that,
That's a
bro?
great question. I don't know because I didn't set my goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got paid the same every single
where
month,
the fine
let's say we-
shit's
just
at,
in
man?
simple terms, we
The
all
fine
got paid
shit's-
$100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money.
Where the
Would
fine
you guys
shit's at,
say,
chat?
truthfully, I'm asking a serious question. Would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
It's
How's it not
not.
secure? If you knew what you were going to do.
Nothing secure.
Nothing's secure. You just proved my point. But you just proved my point.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings,
But I-
to have an audience. And even if you do lose all your followers one day,
Yeah.
even
Man, sorry,
Let's
that
say-
vein popping out her neck and shit, man. You gotta calm down, man. You can't be debating with somebody and letting them make you mad.
I lost it tomorrow.
you still have
Oh, that's
residuals
good.
of your previous viral
But that's-
videos, even if people are hating on
that's
you and
not
shitting on you,
necessarily-
that's still adding to what goes into your pocket.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of $1,000s.
Because they were trained for decades and they had to go to
So
school.
were we.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
nigga's stupid, bro. Fuck's like, man, hell no, bro.
How you doing, bro?
Good, how you doing?
Alex.
Gabe.
Gabe, how we doing?
I'm doing good. So first of all, I want to say I do respect all of you for what you do. I mean, you guys do work, but you do not work as hard as people who have a regular job.
You don't know that.
I mean, that I do know it for sure. It's very clear. People have
Silk
wake up
tripping,
and do their
bro.
routine over and over again. It's not a daily thing. It's a weekly thing.
that's
It's a monthly thing. It's a yearly thing. It's a life thing. And if they screw up, they lose their jobs. And they always have to be careful because if they do something weird, they say something weird to their coworker or their boss, they're going to lose their job. If you lose some followers because of something you say, you'll get other followers. And you have a large following enough where there's enough of a range of perspectives that people will always be on board for you as long as you're producing content.
I
People who
trusted
screw
you,
up at
I
their jobs and lose
trusted
their
you.
jobs, and maybe there's a recession, there's not a lot of
My
jobs.
thing is,
as
man,
people now.
This shouldn't be an 8-hour stream, chat.
You know, they get
18
potentially
minutes of the
homeless or
video.
worse.
You ever heard of cancel culture?
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it. But how many people have been canceled and came back? I mean, it happens all the time.
That's a fact, though. It's hella people that got canceled and just somehow came back, bro. I don't know, man. I personally haven't watched anybody who's been canceled, so I don't really know.
Your boss is not going to be loyal to you if you don't get that thing in on time 5 times.
Okay, but check
you're
it out.
done.
Okay, so listen,
It's like
but to
the
be able to
kinda-
get that loyal following,
No, it's
of
right
people
here.
that do follow you,
Yes.
you need to
See
build
that?
that over years
Okay.
and years
Okay.
and years and
Small
hours
as
and hours
shit.
of
Okay.
trust
All right.
and communication
Sacrifice.
and intimate relationships with your audience.
Okay, so
that's not
sounded
something
like
that's just
an alien
given
back
to
there,
you.
bro. I'm sorry.
You don't
I
just
don't mean
fall
that,
into 1 million subscribers,
Of
2 million
course
subscribers,
not.
3 million
Of course
subscribers.
not. It takes work for sure. But like what you guys are talking about in terms of like the toll it takes on you, a large part of it, and let me tell you something, I'm a little older than you guys, so a large part of it is just general angst from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you and like talking to people or whatever, but at the same time, like
Right.
you're
Bro, Alex is 40 years old, bro. That nigga was playing like on the Xbox 360 at like 15, bro. Like, y'all know that's old, right? Like, you was on the Xbox 360 at 15 years old, bro.
doing exactly what most
Hang it
people are
up.
doing, which is dealing with life stuff, and that's normal. Like the mental toll that it takes dealing with people and getting comments and this and that, that's what everybody deals with. But you don't have to wake up
Yo, I was
at 6
finna
in the
say,
morning
I was finna
and
say
get
who
to
this
your
nigga look
job
like
and
again,
then be
bro.
there and like be on
you look like
the whole
somebody else
time,
too, bro.
no matter
Fuck.
what. Anyone who has a 9 to 5 has to
like
do
he
that.
do
So
mine.
Well, I'm a college professor, so.
Oh god.
I have to do that same
So
sort
you
of.
just gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 10, 15 years?
Yes, you're right.
Come on, bro.
We have to,
You already know what you're doing.
we have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular,
So,
to this
alright.
point, you're a college professor, so you're essentially
Oh, yeah, man, I
teaching,
ordered some
reteaching the
food.
same curriculum to the same students.
That I had to take
what I'm
years
saying?
to learn, but
you know
yes.
what I'm saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
It started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting. I
You were-
don't think
okay.
anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know if anyone.
I don't know if
So
that's
I had
something
to
to be
be
proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4 years,
Okay.
right? And then I'm like, okay.
You had to do that for 4 years.
Okay.
Right?
All
And then I
Nigga
had
said
to
that like
do
he wasn't
FaZe
12 playing
Clan,
the
build
game,
FaZe
bro.
Clan out, fix FaZe Clan, and then
Okay.
do streaming.
Okay.
So
And
you're
with how many
constantly-
people
He
helping
was one of
you?
the founding fathers.
How many people helping me?
Yeah.
Come on now.
For which stages?
All of them. There were a lot. You had a team.
Yeah. When I was trick
Was
shotting-
it just you? Like
No. It
Okay.
was just me. There's receipts of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
There's receipts on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from?
When I was
How did
13
YouTube become so
when I was
easy?
13
Because
years
a
old.
bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5, making it a thing.
That's
and
what
if
you
it
did
didn't
in the
exist,
first
if
place.
it didn't exist, you couldn't press
So the
play, you
fact-
couldn't press record,
So the fact that
and
you
then
have
just
a,
talk.
The fact that you have a campus to teach on. Then
Yeah.
boom, there you go.
Right, but I also had to spend years earning my credentials and mastering.
And I did it.
Come on, guys. Your
Bro, I
credentials.
spent years learning how to stream too, bro. Straight out the womb. I was born at a very young age. Sure, there were times my father didn't make over 100K a year. Nah, I forgot what that nigga said, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Let me put a video up. Fuck, it was that UFC fighter. What's that nigga name? barely
play
made
video games. I
$100K.
play video games on my spare time.
And
Come
she only
on,
had
guys.
a kid, but she only came like 10 days, bro. Like, you only came 2 days out of the week. What do you think happened those
Days
other
play
days?
video games.
Get
It's
those
okay.
dishes
We
washed
understand.
herself.
I'm Vicky, and my perspective is coming from a hair and makeup artist. Physical job.
She said hair?
Doesn't seem like any of you guys.
Oh my God, oh my God.
I know how to do it through
Just sitting on your butt and talking into a microphone.
know.
is very
Excuse me. It says, hello, how are you doing? My headphones are not working. Can you reply to me in chat? Can I reply in chat? Can I do that, chat? Hi. Hi. I'm Jake the Kid, a very good streamer. You should, I appreciate the follow. Yeah.
different,
So wait.
very different than having to get up in the morning, carry all of your gear. You've got to carry
Yeah.
all of your hair makeup,
All of the
your-
gear.
all of your supplies. You have to haul it around, get up early in the
Oh,
morning.
boy.
You stand on your feet all
Bet.
day. You never sit down.
She definitely never hit like S1 even on 2K, bro. Like, she don't know the fucking struggle. You don't know about land at risky reels, open 7 chests. She don't know about man. She don't know about the struggle.
I hear you. I
You're
hear you.
You're breathing in toxic chemicals all day.
That's
All right,
nothing.
can I talk? Can I talk?
Hairspray.
Why that nigga in the back do that?
dangerous.
Why did that dude in the
Your
back
job
do
is
that, bro?
dangerous.
Your
Your
thing
job
is-
isn't
your thing
physically
is
taxing. You're just talking into a
So
microphone.
bad.
She may being a makeup artist dangerous. Oh,
Listen,
please.
listen. So your whole thing, your whole thing is we can't do what you do, right?
It's not
No, no, no,
physical.
no, but-
I'm
but
saying that
I
a
just-
9 to
y'all let
5
me talk for a
job where
second.
you physically have to do
So-
some hauling around stuff.
So
and
physically, I physically
you're
can't
just
haul
talking
around
into a microphone.
bags of like makeup.
Bro,
You
who
physically
can?
never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't tap it. You can't hold a controller
Talk to
and
him.
make a 200K montage.
Talk
You
to
can't.
him, man.
No one in here can.
Come on, man.
None of you can.
But you
none
can
of
carry
you-
some, just
none of you
some
could
hair and makeup.
physically
And you have
go
to do
that.
that for
What are you
12 hours a
talking about,
day.
bro? Nah,
Yes.
these niggas is
Actually,
ridiculous,
actually,
bro.
yes.
It's taking them 4 days to hit a trick shot. It's taking you 4 days to hit a trick shot.
Actually, yes, I would have
Hours
to
a
do
day.
that.
And then your day is never done. When you're done doing
That nigga
that, is
said
your
4
job
days
done?
to hit a
Do
trick
you
shot
have
is
to
kinda
go
crazy,
shopping
bro.
and replace
No, no,
all of the things
wait.
that you
Shit be
use?
hard.
No, no.
And
You
some
have
video
to
games
clean
really do be hard though. Like some shit is hard. I ain't got no newfound respect for no damn streamer though. Shit, nigga, I'm a streamer. Want to see that check come in? It didn't. I'm broke. And I'm 18. It's over with for me.
Clean
Listen,
all of
Vicky,
your
You don't know
gear.
about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You don't know
done.
about if the Elgato wasn't on.
When you're done, you're done.
Thank you,
Oh my
man.
God, disable resample.
If I rendered my video in Vegas and I sent the editor the clips without disabling resample,
Oh my God.
my montage is
Over
fucked.
with.
You have
Your
to-
main
Over with.
underlining argument here is what you do is physically
Daily, day
more-
to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is physically more taxing and
Yeah.
hard than what any of us
And
do.
dangerous.
I could say the same thing. You cannot physically trick shot. You could never. I would go as far
Okay,
as
so
I don't
how many hours a day do you trick shot?
I don't think
How
think
many
any of you
hours
guys
a
ever do.
day do you trick shot? How many hours?
When I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day. It was however long I needed to. However
Every
long I
day, 12
needed
hours
to.
a day
However
trick
long I
shotting?
needed to hit a clip.
12 hours a day, every day.
5 seconds.
And that clip is.
He carries a Barrett 50 cal and he jumps off of stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty. turn myself off,
You're making that shit sound
hit the
real.
last. I would have to pray to God that he would be
Y'all
in the
laughing,
right
he's not
spot,
trolling.
throw the concussion. Now I gotta have my rotations down. I gotta have my rotations.
Dead zones. Talk about the dead zones.
Talk about dead zone.
Stick drip.
Stick trip.
Stick drift. Oh my god, bruh. These old heads ain't never had to deal with no stick drift.
That's not all YouTubers that are doing something physical. A lot of it is just talking.
Yeah, but she also
Nah,
said
she think they really doing that shit. Bro, what the fuck, bro? Oh my god.
we could walk around IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us.
Bro, yo, this nigga has been trying to talk all fucking day, bro. Somebody give him a mic, bro, please. Oh my god. I'm not even forces anymore. Like, my nigga, what? What is on his feet? And he got straight jeans on, man. This nigga finna come up there and crash. 30 forces and straight
They're,
jeans.
they're
That guy's
laughing,
crazy.
but that's happened recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead. Crackhead ran up to him on stream and almost died. Almost decapitated him. He was-
What's Big Silk? Silky is a high energy IRL and GTA V streamer, or I say GTA 5 streamer, known for reactivity, interactive streams, and alongside of other FaZe members on Twitch, he has around 80 a lot of fucking followers, averaged roughly 1,000 to 22,000 viewers per stream during events like subathons, and peaked at 60K in peak moments. Oh, W reading.
My name is Thelma. I am my last job. I worked as a librarian with elementary school children. I have been an executive secretary, legal.
Where, in Houston? I think I know this
yes,
woman.
Yes, all that, you know, because it's who you are that you know, we create social media all the time because that's what we are. We're 9-to-5ers, and we interact and have energy with people. Where I don't think
That's
that
what
you
I'm
guys
saying.
have that.
We have energy. Are
You have false energy because you're across the screen. You're not interacting with people like we do.
So what are we doing right now?
Interacting?
What are we doing right now?
Bro,
You're
I ain't gonna lie, this
doing
is
it now
OD,
because
bro.
we're doing a video.
This shit is
Wait, isn't she
stupid.
debating for us? That's making it harder for us.
Do you know that there's millions of people?
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me. Come
There's
on.
millions of people who watch
Yeah,
the
one at a
video
time.
who
Yes.
save lives every day,
Yes.
probably more than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This nigga said he saved more lives than the doctor. Do I play League of Legends? No.
There's
But I
people
could
that
get into
literally stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know about going out and to the clubs at night, staying out till 10 o'clock in the morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was
to
having
get-
fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
So what I'm saying is like you guys don't do the interaction. You
auntie?
don't touch people like this.
okay. Now,
How you spell
What kind of
unfortunate?
shit's going on?
you go to the club, you get to put some shades on, and you go by your day to work.
Exactly,
We
man.
can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that
drunk,
your choice?
You're high. You're
But is
hungover.
that
Just
your
get off
choice?
stream. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your choice?
We don't like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice?
Nah, man, I don't play
You
League.
chose that. You chose this life.
Sorry,
We
I
can't-
don't
And
play
that's
League.
what's
what you do.
happening
Like,
now. That's what's happening
30
now
though.
with the whole world. It's a total disconnect. When you have a 9-to-5, you dealing with people. You touching people's hearts,
We deal with people
souls,
too.
mind. No, you are not.
I deal with
You know
people
how
every
many
day.
days we need a day?
Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I respect what you do.
Do you
because
watch
I think,
any entertainment?
Oh my
Of
God.
course I watch
So do
entertainment.
you
I
ever-
got kids.
wait,
I got grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course I
So
laugh.
then they
We're
interact with
touching
you.
them.
But the interaction is
Did
not
it make
real.
you feel better?
When I'm
Did it
watching
make
a,
you, wait, did it make you feel better?
Then what make me feel
Have you
better?
ever
It all
watched-
depends on
have you ever been
it all
entertained?
depends- it
Have you
all
ever been
depends
entertained
on
and been like,
what's coming.
oh, I feel good?
Some of it is fake.
Yo, they
Some of it
tripping.
is fake.
You see, you're not answering.
So
me.
now let me.
Okay, well let me answer because I'm debating him.
Okay, yeah.
But go ahead.
Right after this.
Nah,
Right
for
after this, I
real.
got you. Right
Okay,
now.
all right. Come on. Let's
So
do it.
when you're entertained, have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? You've never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with us?
The difference
watch,
with
watch,
you
watch.
is that you guys are doing
Watch my
this
viewers
to
shoot up chat. I'm finna
That's
send them.
all you do.
Yeah.
You know, you're just like you.
Photo
Wait, but
dog.
somebody made a comment about, oh, I can't even go out with my girlfriend, or I can't even go out in public.
That's right.
I can go out in public and be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
So it's easier.
I'm a very social. I'm a very social person. I'm very popular in where I do and where I am. I do social media.
Talk to him,
What we
auntie.
do has not affected people. It's not real. How come when I go out in public and I meet someone and they're like, oh my God, wait, I love
I probably
what
really
videos
will
going
come
on.
up to
You're
them
my
and be like,
childhood.
"You
I
changed
used
my
to watch
life."
you every
Hand
single
shaking,
day.
hand shaking.
Like you were my child. You know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel?
Yep.
I've had
Ben
kids come
10.
up hundreds of times throughout years of my life. Had
You just
kids
bring
come
that
up to
up.
me and say these things. So
Okay.
Who that? Why this nigga always following all the bad bitches, bro?
I'm a server at an Italian.
Nigga, you was a bitch.
Come on, bro. Life's easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day. bro.
First thing I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a server is hard.
Nigga,
Because my
what?
aunt was. That is the
My
most
mom
difficult
was.
shit. How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect
She
your
loves
mom
it.
and say that your work is harder?
tells
That
me
is
it's
so rude.
Tap in, tap
Two
in.
of them.
Okay,
She works at 2 hospitals.
Let me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She can work at 2 hospitals.
No disrespect. No disrespect, but what you do, I'm not your target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Oh my God.
Let me
Tap
ask you
in.
something.
You just said I'm not
Kissy
your
face.
target audience because I'm black. That's what you just said. You don't want to watch me because I'm black. And this is what I'm talking about. It's harder.
He has to get judged every
I gotta get
single
judged every day. Everybody thinks I'm a hoodlum. I'm a nice guy.
He's a jolly dude.
I can't get a job because I got tats. I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize it? What,
Nigga, that is
20 years
not how that
I'm sitting
works,
on
bro.
millions because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
Okay. I didn't have to
It's
interact
a
with
cursed
nobody,
game.
just packing meat.
Oh Lord.
Is what you do fun?
I mean,
Do you enjoy what you do?
if I make it fun,
Do you make it fun?
I could make it fun.
Yes or no? Is what you do fun?
Not everything's fun.
What isn't fun? Break it down for me. What do you do in a day? We'll swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Not fun at all. Because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. It sounds like you're jealous, I'm not gonna lie.
You on his diesel.
Right?
So I'm jealous of a harder
That
job.
niggas on his beef.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that was sarcasm. You didn't read it. No, I'd like to.
No, listen to the time that I wake up. I wake up maybe 3, 4 p.m. Know what I'm saying?
Wake up.
I'm already
So
drowsy
tired, gotta
because I
take
just
some G
smoked the night
Fuel.
before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people. I don't even like people. I gotta deal with thousands of them.
Nigga.
No,
These niggas
let
is
him
ridiculous,
say.
bro.
You gonna say for this, right?
Wait, but you still haven't described what you've done other than smoking pot and waking up at 4.
Okay, waking up at 4 p.m., right? Now wake up. I gotta brush my teeth, right? Gotta make sure because I got a lot of comments now. You know,
I wonder
you
if
don't
I
brush
say
your
this, like,
grills.
you
What
know
does
what?
his real teeth look like?
Bro, what the-
I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure that my yeah.
He got Chanel earrings like a bad bitch.
Hey.
And there's girls in his chat too sometimes. So.
Yeah.
The
You know
H.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what the H
Press
is?
save. I'm not saving for this video. I already know what's gonna happen. It's about to be negative comments. Yo, save that little scruffy shit on your face. Cool.
Silky
Right?
got fat.
Now I have to game Marvel Rivals for probably 1 to 2 hours before stream. You know why? Because I don't get to game it for after work. Like I could just game it after work, bro. I do. You know what I'm saying?
That's
You can't
crazy.
Just do that, right? After I do that, now I gotta
Can you ask me a question? Now you starting to creep me out. Step.
sit here and plan with somebody what I'm gonna do for the stream today. Oh, looks like we got no content. All right, let's see if we could just scrubble
Guess
something
what?
around.
No content, no money.
No
I'm
content, no
strapped
money.
up like a
Now
dyke,
look,
all right?
probably by 8 or 9 p.m.
Strapped up like a dyke.
I'm still probably thinking I gotta do something for stream. My mind is
Do you know what's crazy?
My mind is-
8, 9 p.m. for him? Oh, I did my
blood.
work.
You already did my
I did my work today.
You took the same boss already.
You're going to sleep.
I don't want to hog the space here too much, but do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
You losing me.
Kill him.
No, I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. Okay, my turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope.
What is he?
Wait,
It means-
is that racist?
Wow.
Get this racist out of here.
Play
There's
it.
no social
All right,
cues.
all right.
Oh, you're back?
Babe, I want to say to you,
Rhonda.
I'm your black auntie.
Yeah,
That's what I
okay.
want to say.
For
You
sure.
say you don't like people. It's all about relationships that you got with people. So when you say shit like that, do you really mean that?
Do I not like people?
You said
I'm an
you
introvert.
said,
I'd rather be in my own space. I'd rather be by myself.
and that's okay. But what is it that you're doing that's helping other people?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Saving lives. I'm a superhero.
He's a hero.
I'm a superhero, no cape.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Uh-oh, here you go.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You look great. You look
That's
great.
right. I'm Thelma again.
I believe 9 to 5 is harder. I mean, fuck.
This nigga stupid, bro. Everybody ready to go home. Nigga tired. I just get off from 9 to 5 and go to this shit. Look at her. She's not having a good time, bro. She ain't said shit this whole time. Her too. Cause we know these niggas is trolling, bro. These niggas is dancing trolling, bro.
I think dreaming is so much harder. Why are you doing it?
Ooh.
I can't have a public relationship
because of the public eye and how they judge my relationships.
Bro, he didn't even answer her question at all. What the fuck?
With a girlfriend that I loved so dearly because I chose streaming.
So my question.
Nah,
again-
I loved her.
My question.
I loved her, and you're laughing.
My question again.
This
my
nigga
question.
said, by the way, can
if
I
you think
ask
it's
you a
somewhat
question?
harder,
Yeah, this
why are you
motherfucker
doing it?
definitely
Because
in
I'm
my house.
passionate about it.
Okay, so you
Okay.
love it.
Yeah.
You love streaming. So do you love it more than you loved that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide. I had to make sacrifice, and
So
that's
you-
what you have to
so
do.
you lost
with
the
streaming.
human touch.
But guess what? If I had a
You
9 to 5,
lost the human
if I was
touch
flipping burgers,
for-
I could have had a girlfriend still.
But you lost the human touch for the streaming.
Being a streamer, you have to be judged on thousands of people's opinions every single day. 9 to 5 person, maybe one,
But
2, 3.
okay, and then back to my point. Is that your choice? Was that your choice?
But that's not the point, though. The point
No,
is
that's my point. That's my point.
streaming is harder
Was
than 9
that
to 5. That's the point.
you gave up your girlfriend for streaming? Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bag. He ran up a
I
bag.
ain't gonna lie, I
Get a
did
tap
it.
in.
But the thing is,
Tap,
it comes
tap
to-
in.
do I pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for, or do I pick
something that I
Yeah.
love?
something that I'm passionate about and motion? I pick motion.
This shit is easy. No, I'm not trying. Send it, no bullet. You like Matt Ryan?
Lala Costa.
Lala Costa? Amazing name.
Thank you. I'm an attorney.
She makes a percent off people's fuck ups. I like that.
If you had an opportunity to get a 9 to 5 that you could create yourself, like whatever you want,
Yes,
9
I
to
would.
5, you would take it?
Yes.
Because why?
Because I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You don't? Come to this side.
No, but I have to because this is what I built my career off of. I started.
You feel stuck.
I feel stuck, yeah.
Have you ever watched a show and you stopped watching it?
Mm,
Have you ever watched a show and you were like,
all the time.
it's the same thing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have to.
That
I
TV
have to-
show can't. It's done. What happens to all those actors?
It's
They
canceled
gotta
because I
go-
stopped watching?
Well, no, I'm saying if thousands
Baby,
of you
honey.
stop watching.
I think you guys are mixing all
Yeah,
the issues.
Cartoon Network. It's like
and
they
not
got millions of
focusing
people.
on-
You guys know what Cartoon Network is?
If your
It's
father
gone.
would stop, would you come up with a different brand?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot. That's the point.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a professional
I
model.
don't really deal with
but
Discord, man. I'm not
I've
gonna lie
worked
to you,
since
bro.
I was at the age of 14.
Okay.
I was a gamer too.
I just think personally, like
Talk to him.
I agree with Jason that I think streaming does take a certain more than a 9 to 5, and I also think everybody in here, right?
icy
you
on my
guys
wrist,
all
better tap
try to
in.
be a streamer, right?
Tap, tap, tap
We all
in.
try to do what you guys do.
You get L's in your chat.
The probability of everybody here trying to be an attorney
Who
is
said that?
way higher than somebody making streaming a career.
Absolutely, your job is just got lucky because you're a gamer. You got lucky. There's so many people
I was,
like
just,
you
I was
out
talented.
there.
It wasn't
These
pure
days,
luck.
everybody's an influencer. Come on.
No. But
fact. That's a fact. You gotta get lucky.
But specifically, what I do, I'm not posting selfies around the world. It's basically all pure. It's all pure talent.
Wait,
Okay.
can I just why is he lucky? Why do we all get lucky though?
What is your talent?
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I was a professional Call of Duty.
This
player,
nigga really is
actual, like,
talented.
So you were
gaming.
sitting at home and you're thinking, what am I going to do with my life while you were gaming? You're like, oh, let's put a
I was
camera.
16, so it wasn't really like
yeah,
that.
You weren't really thinking of what should I do with my life? Like, what should I study? What should I like? Where does my life go?
Nigga,
You
what?
just got
No,
lucky.
he just said it was a talent, bro. Nah, if you're the best at the game, like in the fucking whole world, that people watch you for it, I ain't gonna lie. That's a talent, my nigga. Like,
That's the only
real.
route.
He didn't get lucky. He put in hours.
Yeah, no.
That's
yeah,
what
it,
we
it,
do,
yeah,
too. We go
yeah,
to
it
school,
wasn't
we
luck.
study.
Everybody's a little bit of luck. I think people who don't have a job, they feel they want to get lucky by getting a job. So I think people even having a
That's
job
a fact.
is some sort of luck.
He said, how many people of us could do this? No, it's luck. It's one of a
niggas
million
be
because
lucky to be in that position, though. Like,
for whatever
How is
reason.
that luck? If 1 out of a million, that one has to be the best. So how are you going to dismiss
Is
all
he
of his
the
hard
best?
work and all of his
Is he the
talent?
best?
I got
Is
four.
it-
I got
No,
four.
no,
last
but
year. No. Let me give my statistics. There was over 300,000 people that played Warzone last year. This is the game that I play.
Okay.
I got 4th. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
And you're telling him
like-
you're
So that's not luck. That's
like
pure.
less than
That's pure
1%.
skill.
So you're dismissing, is Michael Jordan lucky? Is LeBron James lucky? Are they
Yes.
like
I mean,
they
have a
work.
talent.
They said
have
yes?
a talent.
They had a
but
team.
as-
So what
you
he
know how
do?
many talented people out there and don't get the chance to
Don't
go.
ever disrespect LeBron. Hey, she on thin ice.
Don't get the shot at it.
I don't want to take up his time. So
You on
he's
thin
not
ice.
talented.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not
That's
at
what
all.
you just said.
You just
No.
said.
What he did to
I
get
said
to where
a
he
lot
is.
of people are talented don't get the shot to do what he does.
Are people who
So
make it
it's
to the
luck.
NBA?
But I didn't even get a shot. It was well, I did it off the strength of me. You know, there was no one who gave me a shot or anything like that. I simply was just, you did that?
Yo, you being serious?
Why you laughing?
Why they laughing, bro?
It's not luck. I've been doing this for 13
No, that's for
years.
real though, bro. Like,
3,000 videos, 2,000 of those I edited myself while I went to college, worked a job, and still went to school.
And yeah,
So that's not. I mean, if that's fucking,
stand on it, stand on
if
it.
that's luck,
Where's the luck at in that equation?
Again,
is there a percentage? We are all lucky in some way, right? If we all have a job, we're lucky in some sort of way. But
that's a fact though.
God bless.
off of specific pure talent, and I worked on that since I was 16.
Again, I work with many talented people. I'm not saying about you. I'm
Yeah.
just talking in general. And there's so many people that are very talented, never get a shot because they don't.
That's how you know somebody
do the
getting
right-
ready to
right
disrespect
thing.
your
They
ass
don't go the right
personally.
path. They don't meet the right people. So there's
Who the fuck is this guy?
so many even.
Bro, I seen this guy before, bro. This nigga look like a struggling writer. He definitely a writer, man. This nigga be writing some fire children's books, man. That Dr. Seuss?
Even talented actors here, they never get a shot. So I'm just saying it's pure luck.
Look like the lady from Just Go With It with Adam, that movie with Adam Sandler.
It wasn't.
How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder?
Oh shit. Oh Lord, I done reset the whole video.
School. So I wake up at 4 a.m. and I would play before school. Bus.
A generation where this didn't exist. His career.
That's literally.
You looked at this career and you laughed. Now, how come in colleges they're teaching courses on content creation and esports?
Oh.
When you grew up,
They do
this
that?
didn't exist. So no wonder you're gonna laugh when you hear this shit because you're from a completely different generation. You just don't get it, and I don't know if you ever will be able to wrap your head around it.
Oh.
And it's fun.
Why
Oh, you gotta fight back.
That's
You gotta
okay.
fight back.
Why did he say that?
Nice meeting you.
Man, Shawty ain't said nothing the whole day. Aw, she either fucking livid or she know they trolling.
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, nice to meet
This
you.
What's up?
past-
My name's Ronnie.
You were talking about job security.
Hey, nah,
Are
she
you-
livid. Oh Lord. I should really go get my food before the segment starts. I know this one's gonna be good. I know she's gonna be actually mad. Let's go. I'll be right back. Come on, guys. Motherfuckers really like not living that life, but I am. You're waiting for my reply? Well, you might as well step, cuz. Fuck you talking about? Turn that sound on.
Are you familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed? Like taking
We
it back
fall
to
off.
that's being what? What does that even mean?
That's
It's-
Everything. Every dollar. Everything.
walk on.
Lose everything.
okay, and then you can rebuild yourself back. You
The same way
reinvent.
you can do if you get laid off. You get a new
Yeah,
job.
it's kind
okay.
of it's not the same concept. Like
I don't know. Back in 2020, when everybody was getting furloughed, everybody was like, "Oh, let me go to social media." That's kind of an easy alternative. So that seems kind of easy.
I know,
And
but
then-
if you lose a job, you
You
can't
just get another
no,
one?
you can search for. You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months. I interview every
Oh, I
day,
see why
give the
she's
same
mad.
spiel, have to give that smile of
Jesus.
walking through
I
my
uploaded
resume.
videos for 7 years and barely got any views.
And did
It's
you
just-
wait?
it's-
You
it's-
uploaded 7 videos and,
And,
didn't
and
get any views
went to school, and still.
and paid rent.
Yes, I still worked. I worked
Oh, so that you had another job.
as a parking attendant. Yes.
Okay, and was that harder?
Then what?
than streaming.
No, I was on my phone all the time.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't sound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
You were chilling. You weren't good at your
He's
job.
waiting for.
Yeah,
he's
when cars park, they're done. Like it doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have to,
Well,
I'm not
that's
security.
that's
I just
a
go.
one
I
9
go
to
like this. I
5.
go like this. Yo, right there. I bet. Do you think an aspect of a video game, playing video games, is a talent?
I would say it's a skill. I wouldn't call it a talent. You can master it with, you know,
Ooh, but people
my
play,
next
millions play video games, but there are very few people who are genuinely gifted at it.
gifted.
Right.
What are they, Mozart?
How is it not a talent? Why is it
W
not a
Stream.
talent?
Oh, lovely. Mwah, I love you. Whoever said that, man. W Stream by
I think it's something you can master. I don't think
Yes, it can.
think you're a Mozart that you have this gift of like.
I swear to
when
God, I could
put
read.
My thumb
Listen,
here and this thumb there and do
I
this
swear to God,
combo,
I
do
could
this
read.
You'd be
flip.
surprised. I mean, there's people out there who are
This is
genuinely
W Stream.
the
That
big,
they
the
have
most,
their opposable
the
thumbs
most
like
gifted.
so good.
That's like saying, here's a paintbrush, go paint me Picasso.
Yeah, that's
like
what I'm saying.
what?
I'm saying this is so hard. If there's certain games that have $1 million prize pools, if there's a skill you could just learn and you're looking for a job for 10 months, go pick up a controller and go hop in.
Promise that guy looks like a struggling.
You could never. You couldn't. You couldn't.
Children look like
You couldn't. You couldn't. You couldn't.
Qualify.
You couldn't.
Sorry.
What do you mean I wouldn't
You can't even find your OBS stream key. Stop playing.
I need to work for it,
I know.
but
So like, but you're dismissing what he does. You're just dismissing.
I'm
Like,
not
oh,
dismissing. I'm saying
it's
that's
not a
easy.
skill. It's not a talent.
I
Like,
said it's a skill.
it's
I didn't
easy.
say it's a talent. I said it's a skill. It's a skill that
But
you
how
can
do you
hone and
how do
you
you
can
know how do you
master.
know if it's
The
easy
difference
if you
between a
have it?
skill and a talent. I'm sorry, I had to think on that. What's the difference between a skill and a talent? I don't know. My brain not really working too well right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm off the yard.
Like if
I played Mario Kart. I've played other games.
Not a professional level though.
No, not a professional level because that's not what I'm trying to pursue.
I know, so
Trying.
you don't understand what it takes.
Oh,
to get
no,
that
she's
sort of level.
wildin'.
So how can you try to dismiss it and say it's yours is harder?
What
How
is-
do you know? But
what
how
does
do
it
you
take
know?
to be on that
Because
level?
I've worked at 9 to 5.
Yeah. What
so
does it take to be on that level?
Just gift, and you got to play all
Just
the time.
gift?
Tens of thousands of hours of work
Uh-huh.
in editing and filming and constantly.
I'm just
having
talking
to
about pure
innovate and
skill. As far as like the
reinvent
videos and stuff like that, just off pure skill.
I
You-
had
you
to
did-
put tens of thousands of hours
Could you get a
into my
refresh second
studies.
zone tarping? Could you?
I have no idea what
She
you said.
cap, nigga.
Going into second zone with no mats. Can you get a refresh on the best players?
Nah, this
also
nigga
put-
stupid, bro.
I can circle back and give
Do
you
you know how to
different
short
terms
launch pad?
from
When you're
my
trying to get to third
industries.
zone, third moving. Do you know
I
how to
don't know
short?
what. No,
launch
I
pad?
don't. But
This
if I
nigga
want
phasing down phase,
Excel
man.
sheet. We can do Excel sheet.
No, but exactly. I
They're
can
just
go-
talking. They're just talking game.
These
and
refreshes
As a
don't come to you.
babysitter, I can talk to you about the different things I do and ask you, could you do that? No, but if you wanted to, you would.
If us
Yeah.
four
Put on
took 3 days, you don't think we can master an Excel sheet?
Oh,
But let me give you. If I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as me?
if I wanted to, I would.
That's crazy.
So let's pay for
Not even cap. That's gotta be a. She is kind of crazy for that.
her, whatever it is. Give
No,
me-
she
give
just
me
don't
3
know.
days, but if you lose, you got to give us it back in double.
No, that's not how the job works. You,
Bro, give her 10 bands. Man, give her a band just for showing up and trying it, man. If she could do that shit. Nah, that's just bad.
pay me, I'll get the job done.
That's fucking crazy that she just said that shit. I ain't gonna hold you, man. She said give her 3 days and she'll be better than a phase member at COD.
I would say,
damn.
in a sense, yes.
Man, she could
because
get
you have
3
to put in the
decades
work.
and do that
And
shit.
you
I
gotta
ain't gonna hold
be
you.
on 24/7.
It's difficult to answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame, in this era. So, and technology is totally different now, because we were just talking about playing tic-tac-toe on the sidewalk with cop. I appreciate and respect what they do, and I think that's the consensus for most of us, that we appreciate and respect where they are. But
I
it's
think so,
not-
though. I
what
don't
we
really
did
know.
was, we just feel like what we did was harder. And that's what I think.
My mind was changed in the sense that now I'm even more convinced that normal jobs are harder.
Nah, that's kind of crazy. Oh no, fuck. Let's go down to the comments. Show y'all boys I can really read. Nah, I'm fine. Anyways, You don't have to do it. Chat spamming ill. Nah, for real. Rage baiting. Said the lady in the back not allowed to laugh at all. The woman laughing about Lacey doing a double shift at Walmart and Panera acting like she was on that lady. Okay. Nah, for real. Anyways, W segment of the stream, chat. That's a W segment. All right, that is a good segment right there.